Well, here we are. We're just about to have our new leader announced, and Rachel is sleeping through the announcement. She would like Rishi Sunak to be the leader. I would like Liz Truss to be the leader.
Finally, I'd like to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to our outgoing leader and Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
She faces a huge challenge. It would be really interesting if she could just almost approach it in a reckless manner and with a sense of WTF. Let's go for it. You know, throw a spanner in the works. Bring on fracking. Take on China. Go nuclear. And support Ukraine.
Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss.
And delegate to the hilt, because you probably need to be at the helm of a very competent team, because she is a little bit shaky, isn't she? Is she not? I don't see her as a great intellect, but what she does have is a little bit of spine.
Please welcome our returning officer, Sir Graham Brady.
Shall I wake Rachel up? I better wake her up. Oi!
On the 7th of July, the Prime Minister announced his resignation as leader of our party. The 1922 committee then organised 5 ballots over an 8-day period, concluding the part of the leadership election for which we have responsibility, and putting forward the candidates to the National Convention and CCHQ for the programme of hustings all over the United Kingdom, and the ballot of the membership that is now concluded. I work closely with the board of the party, CCHQ and Civica Electoral Services to ensure
Well, it's not been announced yet.
members have the opportunity to vote, and to ensure that our ballot was secure as well as free and fair. I'd like to thank the 1922 executive, and in particular my fellow officers, Naz Ghani, Will Ragg, Sir Geoffrey Clifton-Brown, Bob Blackman and Gary Sambrook, and our staff for all of their help and support, especially during the administration of the parliamentary rounds of voting. I would like to thank the party board and staff for all their hard work organising the hustings, which allowed so many members to see the candidates in action, whether in person or online. I'm grateful to CES for the professionalism with which they have dealt with the ballot in distributing, collecting and counting the votes, both online and by post. Finally, I want to thank all.
Come on, darling, stay awake. Big announcement coming.
Very seriously. All the candidates
Yeah, I'm running my own news channel here.
Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss, who ran such excellent campaigns in the full glare of media scrutiny and who showed themselves to be outstanding.
This is news about the news. About the news. She isn't clapping. Oh, he's not clapping either. Okay.
The result. I, Sir Graham Brady, the returning officer for the Conservative and Unionist Party leadership election, declare the total number of eligible voters was 172,437. The turnout in the election was 82.6%. The total number of votes rejected was 654. The total number of
54.
votes given given to each candidate was as follows. Rishi Sunak, 60,399. Liz Truss, 81,326. Therefore, I give notice that Liz Truss is elected as the leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party.
I'll fuck you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. They're not like that with their music, are they?
He got a respectable share of the vote.
Yeah, he did. And it's funny when you see them all like this, and then in so many months' time they're leaving with their tail between their legs out the door.
Well, it could well be.
Well, thank you, Sir Graham. It's an honour to be elected as leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party. I'd like to thank the 1922 committee, the party chairman and the Conservative Party for organising one of the longest job interviews in history. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank my family, my friends, my political colleagues and all of those who helped on this campaign. I'm incredibly grateful for all of your support. I'd like to pay tribute to my fellow candidates, particularly Rishi Sunak. It's been a hard-fought campaign. I think we have shown the depth and breadth of talent in our Conservative Party.
Oh, he wants to cry. He will cry later.
And I also want to thank our outgoing leader, my friend, Boris Johnson.
My friend, not his.
Boris, you got Brexit done. You crushed Jeremy Corbyn. You rolled out the vaccine and you stood up to Vladimir Putin. You were admired from Kiev to Carlisle.
That's not very far. What about the rest of the world?
She's talking back.
Friends and colleagues, thank you for putting your faith in me to lead our great Conservative Party, the greatest political party on earth.
Oh, come on! She's overdoing it a bit. On earth. For fuck's sake, come on.
I know.
That
Nervous.
I could hear Boris saying that actually.
With British people. Our beliefs in freedom, in the ability to control your own life, in low taxes, in personal responsibility. And I know that's why people voted for us in such numbers in 2019.
I won't be voting for
And
you,
as your
darling.
party leader, I intend to deliver.
She only has to scrape
what I
by.
promised
She'll get another 5
those
years.
voters right
She's got a big
across
majority.
our great country.
She didn't out of the
It's on you. I don't know
Conservatives.
if in history such a large majority has ever been overturned. This is something you have to remember. The majority that they have.
During this leadership
It
campaign,
It's been chipped
wasn't
away
by
at.
Parliament. It was
What?
voters that got her in. It's different.
No. Look back to John Major when he took over from Margaret
Yeah.
Thatcher. Everyone thought Labour would win. They didn't.
And my friends, we need to show that we will deliver over the next 2 years. I will deliver a bold plan to cut taxes and grow our economy. I will deliver on the energy crisis, dealing with people's energy bills, but also dealing with the long-term issues we have on energy supply.
Look at her shoes.
And I will deliver.
I'm not sure about the
National
colour,
Health
purple.
Service.
You'll fucking privatise it.
Do what's necessary, Liz.
But we all will deliver for our country. And I will make sure that we we use all the fantastic talents of the Conservative Party, our brilliant members of Parliament and peers, our fantastic councillors, our MSs, our MSPs, all of our councillors and activists and members right across our country. Because, my friends, I know that we will deliver, we will deliver, and we will deliver. And we will deliver a great victory for the Conservative Party in 2024. Thank you. Thank you.
Go, Liz. Third woman, third female British Prime Minister. Labour cannot even get a female leader.
They've all been shit and she'll be the same. Now she's going to cut taxes for the rich and fuck the poor up the arse.
What's wrong with being fucked up the arse?
It's painful.
Our next Prime Minister.
Let's just remind you of the votes that we just heard from Sir Graham Brady, the returning officer for Liz Truss, 81,326. Rishi Sunak, 60,399. That's from 82.6%.
4,000 didn't vote.
What?
4,000 didn't vote.
Remember, this is where the
I'm sure they had their reasons.
No, it's never been done before.
but clearly a substantial majority there for Liz Truss.
About 57% to 43%. Oh, we're going to cross live now to Darren McCaffrey, our political editor, who is in the room. Just describe the atmosphere there, the feeling, what's happening.
Well, it was somewhat
Just been announced, the new Conservative leader.
somewhat underwhelmed, weren't they?
Is the real story? We could tell, even from this distance, because she walked in at the very far end. When you saw her face when she walked in that room, you could tell she had won this leadership race. This is a fight that she's had over the last, couple of months to get those Conservative members on board. It is something she's wanted to do pretty much for most, certainly of her adult life, and yet here she is as the new.
It's good she talks about all the councillors and everyone, because no one
Yeah.
talks about them in
Yeah,
Parliament. Do you know they have a councillor each? Every member of
she's good.
not the party, but every member of what she chooses.
Yeah, she's a real party member. Doesn't feel like someone that's just cruised into office having done something else. She's a lifelong politician.
So I think Rishi Sunak actually will be pretty happy in some regards that, given those predictions, though,
Shouldn't have allowed him to
in the end, it was still pretty emphatic, and it wasn't that close, but it was closer than we thought. And also, just a reminder that Liz Truss is not going to change tack in all of this. She said during her speech that she campaigned as a Conservative and that she will govern as a Conservative, but suggested and alluded to in his speech just the difficult decisions that have to be made in the coming weeks.